In my opinion, it's not a potential, it's the only solution. When I started with my company, my fish plant, 10 years ago, we were something like 7.5 billion people worldwide. And in the 2050s, we will be more than 10 billion. And all come to dinner.
The importance of aquaculture is its huge contribution to human nutrition, basically. About 10% of animal proteins already comes from aquaculture, and this is why I see this trend of increasing aquaculture very positive.
The combination of sustainable protein combined with a healthy protein, that's kind of a magic fit.
With the level of fisheries going on at the moment, aquaculture will remain the most important option for our world.
Why aquaculture now land-based and not in the sea? Simply because, on the one hand side, we have that growing world population and we need to have a scalable solution. And on the other hand, we are in a period where the climate is changing, and that threatens outdoor aquaculture.
For us, it means recirculating aquaculture system, and it means that we circulate the water, so we clean continuously the water, which is wasted by the fish production. And the advantage is, of course, that we have a low water consumption.
This technology makes us able to farm in Germany. That would mean we are much less dependent on imports, but also on the other hand, we can create value directly here. And we can integrate this aquaculture as part of the circular economy.
Aquaculture is a very efficient and sustainable way of producing food, and this is the actual vision of Rentenbank to support the transition towards a more sustainable agri-food ecosystem as a whole.
The biggest advantage we have is really the technology setup in Germany, and this is based on companies which provide a lot of interesting technologies for the industry, but also we have a lot of huge research institutions.
The most important thing for research institutes like Fraunhofer, IMT, what we're doing here is applied research. We're trying to get our results into the industry together with companies who are actually coming to us for research purposes, and also with public funding.
In the last year, we've invested roughly 2 million euros in digitization and automation in production, and it ensures us to produce that quality. We can generate data that we can use for our customers and for ourselves to make our products better every day.
Let me explain you our RUS systems. The basic is that the water is circulating between the tanks and the water treatment. First filtering step is the drum filter, where we take out the solids of the water, and later on the water is pumped in the biofiltration unit, and then the clean water is going back to the fishes.
One of the biggest advantages of a RUS is that you can control your environment. So that means you can set every parameter right for the best fit for your species, but you can also use technologies which are supporting not the species, also the stuff. If you have a clear water, you can use computer vision to track your animals' behavior, length, weight, stress.
Control system here, where of course every tank is monitored, completely monitored online with our app, where we have kind of real-time data. Not only the control, so that the parameters are always optimal, so that we have also the alarming in case something goes wrong. This is a life supporting system, and this must work 24 hours every day.
The welfare is something that you can control much better in a recirculating aquaculture system, because you can see the animal, and that gives, for example, the opportunity to use computer vision to really detect if an animal is stressed or not.
Everybody in the industry is lacking the exact number of shrimp in the production system. Never mind it's a RUS, a biofloc system or a pond. So we try to find a solution. So collaboration with scientific institutions like ABI, for instance, are really important to us, because it enables us to do developments more faster. And additionally, we have developed infrared barriers, because we have to translate this top view image from the camera into a 3D environment. And this enables us to have growth, FCR, survival, all in real time.
The contribution of my work at AVI to the aquaculture industry and the aquaculture research is to develop more sustainable, basically zero waste systems to produce not just fish but also microalgae, shrimp and other species.
Ja, und so produzieren wir hier knappe 1000 Tonnen Forellen. Nach Futter ist Energie bei uns der größte Kostenfaktor. Also wir sind hier auf der Anlage, werden in der Endausbaustufe in 1 bis 2 Jahren ungefähr 2 Megawatt PV-Strom auf den Dachflächen sein.
The direct neighbor is a paper mill and we get the warm water from them to heat our ponds. We can produce the shrimp here more or less neutral to the environment because our carbon footprint is nearby zero.
We need to use our resources and recycle them afterwards. And that's the basic idea here, because it's energy saving, resource friendly and finally economically viable.
Das Aquakultursystem der Firma Seawater Cube besteht aus 4 Containern, in denen die Produktion stattfindet, woraus wir dann nachher einer Fischgröße von ungefähr 450 Gramm lebend, einer sogenannten Tellerportion, werden die Fische bei uns abgefischt. Das war auch unser Grund für die Entscheidung für dieses System, weil wir wirklich als Landwirt direkt an den Endverbraucher ein küchenfertiges Produkt, was er sich so in die Pfanne legen kann, produzieren.
Ich würde sagen, bei unseren Fischen bleibt über 90% nicht in Deutschland. Es geht eigentlich hauptsächlich europaweit, nicht EU-weit. Wir haben auch viele noch weiter östliche Kunden, die traditionell sehr viel Fisch essen und die beliefern wir aktuell sehr stark. Aber auch beim Kaviar geht doch vieles auch international weiter.
I want to see German aquaculture in a local area. We call it direct marketing. A small distance between production and consumer. The consumer can trust us, they come to us, see our faces, see what we are doing and then buy our products. There are already lots of products in this market. There are potatoes, eggs, milk, meat, everything. But what is missing? Fish. And this is very attractive for consumers to buy sea fish in their neighborhood.
We have just entered the market and we are now starting really to widen our production, increase our production to approximately 150 to maximum 200 tons in the first step. And then we would be able to scale up to 1,000 tons at the site. It's a question of scale. We need to have a specific size class so that it works.
I look at the potential rather than the challenges. In 10 years' time, I want to see the first facility up and running here in the northern part of Germany, where we can produce microalgae to a cost that is competitive to the costs of microalgae production in southern Europe, for example, which are claimed to be more economically viable because of temperature and light hours and stuff like this. This is what I want to prove, and this is where I see the industry developing in the next 5 to 10 years.
You know that in Germany there are 100,000 tons of shrimp every year and everything comes from abroad with a very low quality. It is absolutely necessary to invest in shrimp farms or fish farms in Europe.
Germans like to eat fish and they eat quite a lot of fish, so there's a huge potential in this market.
I think we made a starting point here and I think there will come up a lot of other companies. I know that there are some plannings actually and I hope the market will grow.
Seeing all the innovation happening in Germany in aquaculture, it's a growing market and it has been growing in the last couple of years. There are new opportunities awaiting, especially in Germany. There's a huge need.
As a German company, I always say you can never be the cheapest, but you can strive to be the best, and that's really what we are aiming for.
I think the main golden aspect would be to get a higher visibility even from publics and from governmental authorities, etc. Because we are a kind of a hidden champion and we have to show what we are doing. We are proud on what we are doing and we want to scale it.
We hope to see Ocean Loop in 5 to 10 years' time as a kind of a new standard for RAS technology. It's implemented worldwide, not only in Germany.
We just need to do it right, and that's a development, step by step. And then we can have a significant local, location-independent production.